Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
The man who allegedly threw a 5-year-old from the 3rd floor of the Mall of America in April pleaded guilty to attempted murder charges today. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Abby Fritchner. 24-year-old Emmanuel Aranda must serve 19 years in prison on charges of attempted first-degree murder. After today's guilty plea, Emmanuel's mother talked to media for the first time, saying her son needs help.
We were shocked. We were really shocked. We had no idea that his illness would drove him to doing this. We prayed for the family. We still have the family in our prayers, hoping for better results for the little boy. Our heart goes out to baby Landon.
Police say Aranda told them he went to the mall looking for someone to kill and chose the boy at random. The 5-year-old boy miraculously survived and is no longer in critical condition. Taking a live look outside on this Tuesday afternoon, the sun is shining once again, but is Mother Nature brewing up a storm? Let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Well, we do have a front moving through here this afternoon, and that means some cloud cover and some rain chances and potentially an isolated shower or thunder shower as we transition into the afternoon. We're looking at a couple of those in northwest Minnesota and then stretching back just north of Jamestown and Fargo. We may see a few raindrops here within the next hour or so as this approaches. Once that line of cloud cover clears, we get to see more sunshine again. And you can see the difference the clouds and the rain make. Ahead of this, we're looking at temperatures already into the 70s. We're at 73 degrees in Fargo right now. But behind it, where we're under the clouds and where we've had a little bit of rain, temperatures are in the 50s and 60s at 63 degrees in Grand Forks. Checking out our wind speeds, we're seeing wind out of the north into the teens. One spot, Jamestown, where we've got that approaching shower, our wind has picked up, gusting into the 30s, and that's definitely possible as these clouds and wind blow through. We're looking at temperatures into the low 70s this afternoon. Just keep in mind there might be a passing shower and a moment of some cloud cover first before we see that sunshine return again. So more on that and more storm chances in the forecast too coming up in just a little bit.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. A group of Minnesota diabetics made an 11th hour plea on Monday for lawmakers to address the rising costs of insulin. One of the bills in limbo right now is the Alex Smith Emergency Insulin Act. The legislation would create a statewide assistance program for people who can't get that life-saving drug. People with type 1 diabetes and parents of children who depend on the drug are making a final push at the Capitol, explaining the skyrocketing out-of-pocket costs for the insulin.
I paid almost $600 for 2 vials to then cross the border at Fort Francis in International Falls and pick up those same 2 vials for $60.
The House bill would provide a 90-day emergency supply of insulin for people, while the Senate version would limit that to 30 days. It's up to a conference committee to resolve those differences. The North Dakota Department of Environmental Quality is providing information about the health effects of manganese in drinking water. North Dakota does have naturally occurring manganese in water, but officials say people need some of this mineral to stay healthy, but too much can be harmful. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency says drinking water should not contain more than 0.3 milligrams per liter. For infants, tap water with manganese levels above 0.3 milligrams per liter should not be used for drinking or making formula. Bathing, washing dishes, or clothing with water containing high levels is not harmful if the water is not ingested. President Trump and China are both digging in their heels on trade, with the U.S. preparing another round of tariffs on Chinese goods. But the ongoing tug-of-war is hurting American consumers and especially farmers. CBS's Natalie Brand has more from the White House.
You can do that. And
President Trump is defending his tough stance in the escalating trade war with China. He tweeted, "China buys much less from us than we buy from them, so we are in a, quote, fantastic position." Monday, Beijing announced tariffs on $60 billion worth of U.S. goods starting next month, following the administration's move to hike tariffs on $200 billion worth of Chinese goods. President Trump is now preparing to potentially impose another round of tariffs on an additional $300 billion worth of Chinese imports. Analysts say this would make items Americans regularly buy as much as 25% more expensive.
That could be a lot of different things, including the clothing that you buy. It could be more of the items you see in a big box retailer. And specifically, that could include smartphones.
President Trump plans to meet with his Chinese counterpart at the G20 summit in late June, but there's been no announcement yet of any official trade talks before then. The standoff is hurting the heartland. Illinois corn and soybean farmer Evan Holteen says they're already dealing with slumped profits and bad weather and can't take much more.
We've supported him from the get-go on trying to bring China to the table and make them more accountable for their practices, but every day that this ticks on, farmers are the ones that are taking it on the jaw.
President Trump has offered to bail out farmers with approximately $15 billion of tariff revenue. But some farmers say they'd rather have business.
Exports is what we're good at, and that's what we want.
One pro-trade group estimates the recent tariff increases could cost 59,000 farmers their jobs. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Many economists believe it will take about 90 days to see price increases at stores from the latest round of tariffs. Walmart is ramping up its delivery service with a new fast, convenient option that tops our look at consumer news. Walmart is rolling out free next-day delivery on orders of $35 or more, and there's no membership fee required for the service. Customers can shop from more than 200,000 popular items on Walmart.com, ranging from diapers and laundry detergent to toys and electronics. Eligible items may vary, but by customer location, with shipping from the closest center. The service starts today in Phoenix and Las Vegas, with expansion to Southern California in the coming days. Walmart says free next-day shipping will be available in 75% of the country by the end of the year, which includes 50 major metro areas. From the elephants to the daring performances, the Lara Center will be hosting the Garden Bros Circus this summer. The circus will be here on June 11th. The show is packed with the largest elephant on Earth, Chinese acrobats, aerial artists, and much more. There will be 2 different show times this year, and tickets are now available. You can just head to valleynewslive.com for more information.